What's up, sports fans? Welcome back to the Underscore. I'm JJ.
I'm Brian.
Where are you joining us from, Mace? Now, I made a joke the other day that said, are you in Flagstaff, Alaska? And I did not realize that it was actually the third snowiest city in America. Oh, I don't know if there's a Flagstaff, Alaska. I was just trying to be funny, but Flagstaff, Arizona is the third snowiest city in America. Blew my mind. Nice. You're there. You plan? I know you got a lot of work to do. Do you plan on doing any sightseeing? I mean,
Wow.
dude, some of the videos I saw from just outside of Flagstaff were astonishing.
What kind of phone you got? I mean, they got all these phones now where they're taking pictures of the stars and the moon and stuff. Is yours at that level? Nice. Dang. Yeah.
Nice. Now the Grand Canyon, you can go. It's not far from Flagstaff, right? Like, kind of, sort of. Okay. I didn't know if you're going to try to hit that up. Would you have you're driving back out? You're leaving Saturday? Well, hey, this is a great transition. It's not how we have it on the board, but let's talk about sports. Let's talk about first. Follow us on X at __ pod.
That is shift typing on the first underscore.
Facebook on the __ podcast.
Again, that is shift typing on the first underscore.
And obviously, you can see us on YouTube Live on the _ podcast.
No shift hyphen.
And listen, subscribe. Wherever you get your podcast: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio. Boom. So Las Vegas, the A's have released Vegas.
I got my buttons back.
They have released a drawing of the new stadium for the Vegas A's. Nice. Athletics. Have you guys seen the renderings?
I have not.
It looks like the Sydney Opera House in Australia. I mean, it's pretty freaking baller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful state. I mean, if this is what it turns out to be like, I mean,
it's like a giant canopy. Like,
yeah.
Is it? It looks like.
It's. Wait. Oh, the one. Yeah. Oh no. Have you ever rode one of those? I did before my frontal lobe developed. So, honestly, I think it's great. I mean, the A's probably haven't played in anything. I mean, it's definitely be the newest thing for them to play in. That's for damn sure. I mean, Oakland Stadium was built in what, like 1846?
About like that, yeah.
Before the beard? Pre-beard.
He tried just the hat, but it didn't work.
Now, Mace, I consider you a pretty smart guy. Was Abraham Lincoln really that tall, or was it the hat? Damn. I might as well have been, yeah. Wow. I wonder if his hat was really that big, or like it just people just imagine like, oh, I can't see up there that high, so it must be that big. Could just been a regular ass top hat, but he just towered above everybody else. Boom.
Way to go, Mason.
Knowledge.
I mean, because why not?
Maybe I should start wearing a stovepipe hat.
Bring
I
it
mean,
back.
My 5'8" take me to like what? Hell yeah. Be a mountain of a man. Oh, I mean, I guess I could do like the other short people in this world and buy lifts for my shoes, but I don't need it. I was born in the wrong time, man.
What's the average height now? 6, like 5'11", 6 foot.
I think it's 5'8", 5'8.5" or shit like that.
You knew the pop quiz was coming, and you still failed.
5'9".
Oh.
I took the under. I said 5'8.5".
How often does that happen?
Only when it comes to height, baby. I should round up.
Hey, maybe the platform shoes will come back for you.
Oh no! Have you not seen like you can buy fucking lifts and you can make yourself like 1/4 inch. It's like it would be hell on calves if you tried to like. How long could you sell that lie?
I mean,
I guess women with extensions and shit like that, fake lips, lashes and shit, they do it all the time.
But see, so it's perfect for me. I'm not selling a lie. I just put my other headphone on. I gotta get. Yeah. But yeah, I wear my shoes all day. Like when I go home, I don't take my shoes off until I go to bed, unless I just take them off and put on my Crocs. I'll put the lift in my Crocs too. But yeah,
just buy several types of lifts.
I mean, I might try that just to see what it's like to be.
Oh man,
I think we should all do it.
No, I should do it, and you guys stay where the fuck you're at.
Now, can I play basketball in them?
I mean, I'm sure. I mean,
was it us?
It literally depends on your balance, and you know.
Was it us that had the? Go ahead, Mason. Well, I mean, it's not a drug. But over time they could develop and figure it out and make it performance enhancing. Like we talked about the glove, right? Was that you and me that talked about the glove in basketball? How it's not illegal to have a glove on your hand in basketball.
Oh no, we did not talk about this.
I thought that was us on like one of the early episodes.
Ooh, it very well could have been.
Now, I guess we'll have to go back and listen. We'll have to pay an intern or something. We should go to the high school and be like, hey, does anybody here want to be an intern for free?
Dude, we should do that for our social media. Those guys. Or girls.
Or girls. Or
theys.
Thems. Those. Y'all.
Yup.
Usins. Use guys.
Themsins. Not Ewan's.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
It's okay.
Still gonna hit it.
Hanging with Mr. Coop.
Oh, I shouldn't have hit it. Apparently, my bad.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Look at the screen.
Dude, it's fine.
I don't know.
We'll pull in mesh and do what we got to do.
Yeah, Mason, does yours still say recording on your end?
Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna be meshing some episodes together.
Oh my god!
How in the fuck, knuckle? YouTube, man. If you're still out there, which I doubt you are, because it says we have no internet connection.
I mean, I'm on your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, me too. What the
I'm on
fudge?
your Wi-Fi
knuckles?
here, but I haven't restarted anything.
All
It still says recording.
right, just go back in,
All right.
I guess.
Maybe Mason's still there talking for us.
This is something.
It is.
All right, we dropped out for a minute. We still recording on your end, though? Sweet. How many minutes? Just curious. Perfect. Well, look, guys, sorry about that. We dropped out. Riverside has not been kind to the underscore for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So just bear with us while we try to figure out which way we're going. No doubt.
We're growing. That's the positive to this, guys.
Yeah.
We're growing.
Yep. We're growers, not showers.
Yeah. YouTube would disagree. We are showing on YouTube.
Yes, we are. Oh.
Well, you're not. You're not. You're not.
Oh.
Nobody can see. We're fingers crossed that they can hear you. So.
Oh.
I'll make sure to repeat everything you say just to make sure, since it sounds like we're talking to our friend, invisible friend. All right. Hold on? Do you have prices on lifts pulled up? If not, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. You give us your trivia thing here. That's fine. I love trivia. Hold on. It's over 70 inches? 5'10", okay.
Let's see. Let's go Australia. All right.
I feel like I don't
Fudge.
China? If we take Yao Ming out, what happens?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go with South Africa. Okay. Of course. Wow.
6 feet tall. That's the highest you said?
Well, give us the rundown.
Okay. Okay. You're making me feel short, man.
Well, Brian, what's the price on these lifts? Just so I know what the Easter Bunny's going to bring this guy.
I'm sad and disappointed. The height increasing insoles adjustable from 1.2 to 2.7 inches.
All right. Okay.
See,
Still won't make me 6 foot.
I would say I want like a 4 or 5 inch lift. That's what I'm wanting. But these are $13.99.
Boom.
Now the way they sit slanted, I don't think you could do that.
Called a double stack, Brian. Have you ever heard of it?
It's 2.3 there. I need men's shoe lifts.
Men's shoe lifts? Men's shoe mania.
mania. Oh, Temu's got something. Yeah, that's going to be a good deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see that on TikTok all the time.
Hey, guys, we're pulling for Wish. We're pulling for Wish.
Like the Disney movie Wish?
No, instead of Temu. We want people to go buy their stuff from Wish.
I still use Amazon.
Me too.
That is as far as I'm willing to drop.
I couldn't find any 5-inch lifts, sadly enough.
You're on the wrong site.
If I had 5-inch lifts, I could play in the NBA. Speaking of the NBA, bada boom.
LeBron James hits 40K, which I saw the dumbest tweet to this. And it was like, LeBron James hits 40K. He averages a triple double for his career. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's been like that for a while.
Or has a triple double. Yeah.
Like just because he got 40,000 doesn't mean that doesn't put him on the triple double league. He was already there, guys.
He is. So his stats though, his average per game is 27, 7, and 7.
I did see this.
But he's never had a 27, 7, and 7.
A LeBron stat line he's never actually had.
But that's his career average.
Yeah. So I'm going to be honest.
That's Mason perplexed. I like it.
Mad respect to LeBron. He's done a great job, but man, I cannot stand watching that guy play basketball. Every foul, nick, slap. Oh my God. He should have won an Academy Award for all the acting he's done this fucking season.
Well,
like clean sweep, give him the SAG, give him everything.
Luka though.
No, not really. Honestly, because everybody focuses on LeBron.
Oh, look at Luka.
It's very similar. It's the game.
The student has become the teacher. Luka is above. Yeah. But I mean, it's
which honestly,
but
with NBA today, like every time I try to sit down and watch it, it's so flippin' aggravating with the travels, the no calls. Like you don't dribble from the outside the 3-point line. Like I get it, you're 7 foot tall, but you've got to at least dribble once. Like
it's the Euro step. It's the Euro step.
No, it's a travel. I don't give a damn.
You
can call it whatever you want.
They take the same steps we do in Europe, from what I've heard.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
I would walk 500 miles.
Now, is that are they from Europe? Is that 500 Euro step walks, or is that like 500 American walks? We got to figure that out.
Kilometers or miles.
What are they pretending? Are they pretending to be them? So can you really trust them?
I wonder if that song was popular over there.
Would he walk 500 miles, or would he look at 500 miles like, whoa, this is bigger than kilometers. I can't do that.
Apparently he'd walk 500 more too. Just to be the man. To fall down at your door. Oh.
Mason, I have a new sound drop. And I'm just waiting to use it. I just want you to know.
Better use it before he's gone. Before we lose internet connection, or Riverside says, "Fuck your board."
No, I feel like we can get we'll get into something, and we'll figure it out.
Well, we touched on it last week, but I don't know how many people heard it. I know we certainly didn't. We all listened to the first few minutes and was like, all right, we're good. Post this shit. 11 minutes in, dead silence.
So we'll see what happens this
So
week.
Caitlin Clark sets the NCAA scoring record, breaking Pistol Pete Maravich.
We had this conversation.
Yeah, we should have it again. Yep. And she broke it in Iowa. Isn't that where she goes to school?
Yes, University of Iowa.
Yep. She's a Hawkeye. I about said Buckeye, but I knew that wasn't right. So I'm glad I held off. It was an I. There's no I in team.
But there's a me.
He's Jordan.
But if you put them together, they would have two eyes and they could see.
Wait, is there an I in Ewans? Well, there is an I in Zion.
Bringing it back.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Said he would be interested in doing the dunk contest, but only if he is an all-star. So probably not going to see that happen.
It's a fan vote. Is he trying to be like, hey guys, if you want to keep petitioning me to do this, vote me into the all-star game? Like, because he gets contracts. He would get a contract incentive.
It's yeah.
And I mean, 50-50 chance nobody heard you because ours stopped recording. Is yours recording?
Yeah, he's still recording over there, I think.
All right.
Yep. So let's talk a little bit about my Tar Heels. They clinched the ACC regular season by blowing out Notre Dame last night, like 81-50 something. Like, yeah. So dude, I've only seen Carolina play Notre Dame once, and it was in their ACC tournament a few years back, and yeah, we lost. So, yay. Yeah, and we played Duke this weekend, so we go into Duke, I mean, not really needing, well, I mean, we always need to beat Duke. Let's not get it twisted. But, yeah. And it'd be nice to go for the sweep this season. So, yeah, I heard it on your...
My bad. I was trying to see. YouTube can't hear him, but that's okay. No, YouTube cannot hear Mason. But as long as your screen still says recording, it wouldn't let me hit record because there's a recording in progress. So yeah, as long as you're still recording, we're gonna just mesh the audios together and figure it out the best we can. What's your timestamp on yours right now, real quick? 2350 in the year 25. I don't get a timestamp on YouTube. Anyway, let's just keep rolling. We're gonna mesh this together. And if Mason decides to say anything funny tonight, I'll let us repeat it. That way they can know what he's saying.
There you go. We'll take all the credit.
Yeah. Imaginary friend Mason. Yes.
Now we just look like a couple of crazy people talking on YouTube. It's like a lot of talking and then just silence.
The sound of silence. Yes.
Yeah. Well, they had a whole lot of it earlier tonight.
See, I need to go through and cut a show up and just like get a bunch of Mason drops and reactions, and we can just have the conversation with him without him here. AI Mason.
Or we just go away from Riverside and we won't have this problem anymore.
That's true too.
Boom.
I like green eggs and ham.
All right. We did talk about the A Stadium earlier. Yeah. Brian, do you have any other baseball news?
Yes, I got plenty. We could do the rest of the show on baseball. Mason right now he's saying he's got baseball news too. So I'm gonna let Mason say it and then I'll say it. So he said there are some minor league news. Mason, that's what you're saying. We was talking about minor league baseball last year.
Yep.
Last week we missed. That was a great man. I was telling Josh earlier. I hate that episode got cut. Anyway, So give us the minor league news. The teams have started announcing where the players are going. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
When we play this back and mish it together, it's going to sound. You're going to actually have Mason there.
This is going to be awesome. This is right here is going to win us a whatever award
Daytime
we get
Emmy.
for podcasting. or do they give Razzies for podcasts?
By God, we're well on our way.
Oh, did we win? Did anybody accept on our behalf? Did we thank our sponsors? McDonald's?
I think we'll be presenters before we can win.
Well, I'm not presenting if I'm not winning later in the night. Deuces. Okay. I think there should be a podcast award show for podcasts with subscribers under 5 million, maybe 1 million. But I feel like
Under 5.
Well,
No.
But I mean, I feel like any podcast award, you're gonna have your Joe Rogans, a couple mystery crime murder ones.
Well, I know a couple of the fantasy football podcasts I listen to. They've won multiple awards.
Yeah, I mean, see, celebrities have started podcasting and recapping their shows they've done and talking about that. So it's
dude. Did you hear Cam on Shaq's podcast the other day?
No.
He was talking about like
Mason has not.
Basically, he was saying that all these other athletes have podcasts now, and if you want to hear about the game or hear the history of the game, you want to get like a first person,
right.
So why would you go listen to Stephen A? He's like, no disrespect to Stephen A, but if I want to listen to somebody talk about basketball, I want to tune into Shaq.
Yeah. Or, I mean,
the first person, his perspective.
I didn't know Shaq had a podcast, to be honest with you.
I think it's called The Big Pod.
See, I don't want to go listen to Stephen A either. So,
Yeah.
But that's what
now over time, I mean, they can develop, but
Stephen A has developed as things have progressed, the ratings go higher when they argue. So this developed more into just that, which I mean, I don't need to see you guys argue over fucking linemen every day, like or every once a week during football season, and then arguing over where this guy's going to go or what, like it's just stuff that there's really no right or wrong because you don't find out, you're not going to get an answer.
I just can't tune in anymore because it's too much arguing.
Right.
It's not just reporting and a good banner. Like it's just too much. Like too much arguing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a not to get too in the weeds here, but that's very parallel with what we have in today's society versus societies of past, possibly. I mean, I wasn't alive back then, so I don't know how well you communicated versus just arguing. Right. Right. Mason said it snowballs and more viewers, and that's what, I just realized halfway through, I was like, man, I really hope we're not missing this one tonight. And I realized YouTube can't hear you right now.
Yeah.
This is going to be great on the replay YouTube, I promise. Mason is dropping just knowledge. Hey. That's true. Anyway, back to Mason's minor league news. Ooh, minor league news with Mason. I love it. That's the new hashtag, guys. So yeah, Shane Spencer. Nope. Spencer Jones has been told he's starting the year in the minors. He went, I think he hit 500, which is half base hits in spring. So that's pretty good. I mean, 300 gets you in the Hall of Fame. He hit 500 spring training. Granted, it's spring training. I know we're not going to get too excited, but I am still excited for baseball season being only 21 days away tomorrow. Or Thursday, depending on when you listen to this. Last year's number 1 pick, Pittsburgh Pirates, Paul Skeen. He has also been told he will not be starting in the majors for the opening day roster. He will be in the minors. I know.
And you passed it on to
And
me, and I am also tired.
And that's what made it even funnier. So on the free agent watch, Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery still available. Yes, I did say 3 weeks left until opening day. And last year's NL Cy Young Award winner is still available on the free agent market. I also want to sidetrack real quick, and then I'm just gonna grind my gears on Soto and the Mets. I think during football, we should one of us, it'd be me, I'll volunteer. I'd like to take a team of just free agents.
As far as, yeah.
No, like that's my team going into the next season. I just get to pick from free agents of this offseason.
I mean, it would be an interesting concept.
So
like an expansion team.
Yeah. Well, you always hear like at the beginning, like I see like just dumb articles, not necessarily talking heads, but what roster could you construct with the free agent list that's here? Like mostly I see it for baseball, but yeah.
Oh, this year's free agent list is absolutely ridiculous. We'll get to that in a moment as soon as Brian wraps up this baseball talk.
So I'm gonna let you know it's 21 days till opening day. Which
21 days, you say?
Which means the Mets are not officially out of the playoffs for another 24, 25 days.
And the Yankees aren't either.
That's right. Well, we're winning the World Series. So, we're not going to be out of the playoffs until we end the playoffs at home on our own watch. Anyway, let's not get started on the Soto to the Mets bullshit right now. Because number one, you're the Mets. You suck. Nobody's going to choose you over the Yankees. It's just not going to happen. I don't care how much money you throw at him. He's not going to tarnish his legacy and career by playing for the fucking Mets.
Isn't he already in New York?
He is. With the best team in New York, the best team in baseball, the best team in the world, Craig, the Yankees. Granted, they haven't won a World Series since 2009. The Mets have been to a World Series since 2009. The Mets still suck. So, yeah, he's not going to go to the Mets. I'm just like, everybody's, the Soto to the Mets, $500 million, which he's going to get a lot of money. But the Yankees will pay that. I got no doubt in my mind. If he goes out and has an Aaron Judge-like year on his contract year, we win a World Series, yeah, we're going to pay him. They're going to pay him. I'll support him with my ticket prices and merch purchases.
Have you got your Soto jersey yet?
No, I have not got a Soto jersey. I do have a Soto ball, and I do have a Jason Dominguez ball, but I do not have a Soto jersey yet.
What are you going to do with their balls?
Well, usually I just put them in a case, but these I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in a special singular case and just hold each ball individually, or if I'll have something that holds all the balls.
Put them in like a special little sack.
Yeah, I mean, with those two being the new ones this year, I'll try to put them together, obviously. So I might see if I find something that will just hold two balls. Right.
Yeah, you definitely want to play with them. Yeah. Jiggle them around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mason, would you be available to just come stand and hold these balls for me just in the house? Just you're like, it's living art. We're extending from the balls to you, and it's just living art. So you need bigger balls to hold, but then you're gonna have to hold them with two hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mason said if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. In case I haven't
look at the size of his hands. He needs bigger balls. He can't just hold baseballs. So it's like I'd hold golf balls.
No, that was too much motion. Your video froze. All right, you're back now. You got to just move very still, like you're hunting a deer or a cat. Yeah.
How many cats are you hunting? Well, we got a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, I don't know. So in other news, in balls and bat sports news, the University of Oklahoma, the Sooners, Boomer Sooner Mason, their women's softball team had a 70, don't quote me on this, 71 game winning streak snapped to University of Louisiana. A sub 500 sleeper of a team if we ever did see one. And you know what happens now? They dropped from number one in the rankings because they lost one game in their last 71. And the university, much hated.
What is this, the FBS?
The University of Texas now passes them for number one ranking in college softball.
That's
the double dagger? They got stabbed in their heart and pushed backwards onto a knife in their spine.
When does the World Series, College World Series start? Because I love watching women's softball right about that time of year.
I'm pretty sure it might be in
I
June.
enjoy it.
I feel like it might be May, June-ish. Because I know, I feel like it's after the lacrosse national title game, which is Memorial Day.
Okay.
University of Notre Dame won last year.
We touched on that last year.
They got a couple key pieces back.
Yeah.
They're out playing as well right now. They're ranked number 4 in the nation.
Did you guys see the number 1 lacrosse? Like, he was drafted number 1 for, I can't even remember where he played last year, but ended up starting for the Warriors the other day, or getting playing time for the Warriors.
No.
Did you guys see this?
No.
So apparently he was really good at basketball in high school.
Okay.
But went to college on a lacrosse scholarship, played lacrosse, but then entered the draft, got drafted by the Warriors, played G League ball for them for a little while, and got called up and actually got some playing time the other day. He was the number 1 pick in the lacrosse, whatever the National Lacrosse League is.
It's the National Lacrosse League or Major League Lacrosse. MLL.
Yeah, I didn't catch I can't remember the guy's name. I saw the story in passing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty freaking neat.
If you ever get a chance to watch the Indoor Lacrosse League, that's fun. That's some entertainment. Which one?
No. Huh.
You know what they should do? They should just at this point expand it and set it up like a Chinese checkerboard. Now that's a soccer match I would watch.
Would you? I would probably, yeah.
I would watch that. Just like I would watch football on ice.
That football on ice shit.
I don't know if I said that to y'all. I see some strange things. What did y'all watch the one I sent tonight? It was tennis baseball.
I did see that. That was wild.
That is, yeah. Oh, check the link that I texted to.
Oh, that one first baseman, he didn't even have a glove. Like, he caught it with his racket.
With his racket, yeah.
Like the little triangle piece below the head of the racket.
Yeah.
He caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect.
Nice. And then it's July 4th and hot dogs. You know,
playing with balls, eating wieners.
Joey Chestnut was halftime entertainment at a basketball game the other night.
What does he do than eat that could be entertaining?
He was eating. It was 3 fans.
That motherfucker hadn't eaten like 2 months. He's like, guys, hire me. I'm
was
starving over here.
It was 3 fans or 3 people against him, and he out-ate all 3 of them combined. No, it wasn't hot dogs. He eats more than hot dogs. These were pierogies. Yeah. This is in a Cleveland, Ohio game.
Were they also wet?
I think he was dipping them in water, yeah.
Christ. Man, I can't stand it when they put too much slaw juice on my hot dog and my fucking bun gets soggy.
So I take it next year we're not going to do an underscore and hot dog eating contest. I almost entered the one at the Homecoming Festival in Madison. I almost went in that one. It was
I will do an eating contest, but it better be pies.
So there was a chicken one too.
And no hands.
I almost tried to do a chicken one.
I'm more of a cobbler man myself. Man, the hell is a Kukin? Macaulay Kukin? Sorry, that's a terrible joke.
I think we got to get a board where we all three have access to one button, like here in the middle, and it can be just the sound drop of Ozzy Osbourne going off the rails on a crazy train, and we just hit that, and it plays that snippet of the song.
We could hit that. Yeah.
Well, that's why we all got to have it. It's got to be like a middle of the table button. So
can we just have somebody write like the generic version, like we're going off the tracks on a crazy railroad express. Yeah.
I'll cut that, and we'll make that a drop.
I like it. All right, let's talk about a little bit NFL news. Man, there's a lot that happened this week.
Yeah.
A lot of. I didn't think football season started this. Like, I feel like this is the earliest we've seen like news of this magnitude.
Well, I mean, they're starting to space things out because I mean, football is king. Because we've had that conversation. Football's king. So people want to know. They want to follow. They want to be interested. They want to be into it all year. This could be something that helps the spring league, the UFL.
USFL.
No, I think it's just UFL.
UFL.
They combine. We lost the X and we lost the S.
Okay. Well, it starts March 30th, so we got a couple of weeks. 20 someday.
It could be.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
But definitely, yeah. And it could, I mean, it's going to have people more and more just tuned into football. And I don't know. We'll see.
But that kicks off 3:30. March 30th. Yep. Starts Saturday. They'll have, what is it? 2 games. It's 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday.
Right.
I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
It was 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday.
No, it's only 8 teams.
Oh, it's 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta figure out times and TV channels.
I think it's 4 and 8 both days, but I'm not sure of the time.
And
is
this on ESPN Plus? Is this on Fox Sports 3?
Mm.
12 and 3. Hold on. Why? Okay. CBS and NBC just said no, guys.
Yes, because ESPN. Remember, Disney bought Fox. Okay.
So when's the first Fox Sports 1 game? When?
Dude, this is honestly great that Fox and ESPN and Disney's behind this. That means they have enough money to keep this thing afloat for a couple of years
but
to let it get its legs.
But putting it at Fox Sports 1,
I don't think it's Fox Sports 1. I think it's just Fox.
No, I asked when was the first FS1 game.
Okay.
See, my thing is though, when I was watching as I stopped watching some of racing, like just flipping over just to catch it, it started being they were on Fox the first like 8 weeks of the season, then they were on TNT the next few weeks, and they finished on NBC. Like it bounced around, and call me lazy, and that's my gripe with football. But
what else is going on that week 4 that would push it from Fox? Is that like Kentucky Derby time? Like there's got to be some other big sports event that's going to kick it out of Fox to kick it to Fox Sports 1.
Does it go back to Fox? Okay. Yeah.
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 What date is that on week 4, if you don't mind? Oh, okay.
April 21st. So that'd be
1992. Where were you? Wait, that's not how that goes, is it?
I don't know.
April 20.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. While you guys Google,
Google me, bitch! What? Google me! You might want to look me up sometime, Barbara!
that was my drop for you, Mason.
Oh, when is the Masters?
Oh, that's not a that's a CBS. That's not a Fox.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Jim Nance.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jim Nance, and you're watching The Masters. That might have been too much, but he's very calm when he does it. This is more in depth on how the sausage is made.
You know, hey, you can rant. We got some Formula One racing.
Yeah. So I will say we are
NBA playoffs.
That would be your ABC. Yeah, you're right. So we'll get with the Hornets are pushing football. Look at that.
Yeah, NBA playoffs start on the 20th. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
You know what else happens on the 20th? Cherokee.
Yeah.
Open. Yeah. No card needed.
Nope.
For legal cannabis.
21 and up, so you do need that card.
If that's something you're interested in.
Yes. On the reservation. Sure, for the first week or two, they'll have some friends waiting off the reservation.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But you know it is closer than that. 5 days away. We can legally gamble.
Yes, we
in
can.
The great state of North Carolina.
Just in time for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, just in time for the ACC tournament.
ACC tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
I might do some betting. Really?
Oh, did not know that.
Do we get day drunk when you get back in and go watch some women's basketball? I'm just saying. I mean,
why would you not?
The tickets, I mean, they're affordable.
Damn it.
I'm already going to be decked out in my Tar Heel gear on Saturday. I'm just going to let you know.
One under.
I bought a new shirt, new hat. I got Tar Heel shoes. I'm going to be fucking head to toe, baby.
1 out of 4 unders.
Oh, I am. I am not even picking either.
Mason, I got some. I got
have to leave before the end of the game.
I got an NC State hoodie you could wear, Mason.
He's already wearing red.
Saturday. Okay, I got. So for those who are slow like me, Saturday is also the Carolina Duke basketball game.
It is
in the men's world.
Sure is.
Live from Cameron Indoor
Yep.
Stadium, Coach K floor.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
You're good.
YouTube. Mason's going to step away. Not that you will know.
Well, Mason steps away. Let's talk about R.I.P. Chris Mortensen.
Yes.
Finally, was he battling? He was battling cancer, wasn't he? I know he'd been off air for a while. He had made a couple of appearances this past season.
Yeah.
You could really tell that it had taken a toll on him.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty sad, man. I grew up with
Yeah.
like these guys on ESPN that are starting to.
Well, who's the one that passed away last year before? The skinny guy, or maybe he retired. I hope he didn't. I don't know. Skinny guy with kind of the bald hair. He had the glasses. There was the one. This is ESPN commercial where he has. It's him, but he takes the ponytail down.
John Oliver.
John Oliver.
Yeah, John Oliver passed away. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're right. He sure did. Yeah, Ma. Like that's a great commercial. Like
Yeah.
those This is ESPN commercials back in the day.
God.
They were fucking.
They
classics,
were,
man.
and I mean that.
That was the heyday of ESPN. It was banter, not argument.
We didn't
Like,
realize how good we had
we
it.
did not.
Yeah,
Man.
like, oh man.
We had Sports Center. We
Yeah.
had ESPN News.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude.
ESPN News with like
Actual
the
news.
quarter of the screen or a fifth of the screen was the bottom line. Like you got a bigger bottom line. It was a 30-minute episode of Sports Center there. It was awesome. It was literally just the highlights. Like we didn't have so many talking head shows.
Yeah, they didn't talk. They didn't bring in. Not everybody had an opinion. They actually told stories. They actually reported. Yeah, but beside the point. R.I.P. Chris Mortensen. The Mort Report. So, and Jason Kelsey. I mean, we had talked about it earlier in the season. You know, there was rumors that he was going to retire. Hell, at one point in time, I thought he had actually officially retired. So this is kind of like. This is news, but it's also old news. Like everybody sees it.
To finish the story. He wanted to Cody Rhodes it, and he wanted to finish his own story.
Yeah.
It's a wrestling reference for you out there.
Man, speaking of wrestling, dude, Don't even. That's just how I say it. I
It's
don't give a
okay. Hey,
flying
that's all right.
shit.
That's all right.
Ewan's guys don't
hey,
give me any shit about how I say
that's-
wrestling.
That's how I have to say it to differentiate with people who don't watch wrestling. Is how I have to say wrestling, not wrestling.
Man, it's too much for me to try to think of saying wrestling.
But I mean, I don't know.
Wrestling.
I don't know enough
wrestling.
about wrestling to really carry much of a conversation. So when anybody's like, "Oh, you mean like wrestling?" and I'm like, "Why would I?"
Now, I'm sure at some point in time we can talk about the NCAA wrestling.
Yeah.
See, I can't. There's no fucking way. I can't hear the goddamn difference.
That sounded better, Roy. That sounded better. That I could hear the difference in that.
But the movie The Iron Claw.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
I want to see it. It looks emotional. Like it looks like it's going to be a damn good movie. I've seen a few clips of it, and it's like the Von Erichs.
Yeah, the Von Erich.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I wasn't sold on it because I'm just not a big wrestling guy, but just I don't know. It looks like a good sports movie.
Yeah.
I think we need to not maybe not on this podcast, but definitely maybe on the Silver Foxes.
You guys just love sneaking that plug in.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
So what he's saying, Mason, is later on the Silver Foxes on the Silver Screen podcast that's you guys movie podcast. He's saying that you guys will discuss the wrestling movie, The Iron Claw.
Wrestling.
And at some point on this podcast, we will discuss. You did it. You do it again. You did it. I heard the difference. I heard the difference.
Wrestling. I don't know.
Well,
wrestling or wrestling? Wrestling? Wrestling.
Wrestling.
We will have to talk about wrestling.
We will talk about
Wrestling.
wrestling. Hey.
We'll talk about wrestling and NCAA wrestling. Wrestling. Man, I don't know when the last time you guys had Deer Park water, but it fucking sucks.
That's not how we get sponsors. Aren't they owned by Coke?
Yes, they are. Or are they Pepsi?
You're right. You're right.
Coke water.
You don't like that Coke water. You classy. You want that crack water.
Mm.
I mean, I thought you were going to, like we saw his.
There
I
you
went with
go.
mine. I put mine up there. You bring yours up, and you're like, guys, I don't know if you've had Deer Park water lately. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a beautiful little promo,
Nope.
but it sucks,
It's terrible. It's man.
bro. Water's water to me. Like I have no. I
You know
don't
what? I
care
thought that
water
too.
you
It
give
was
me.
on sale, but when if you have tried Deer Park lately, it tastes like thick water. Yeah. Like, why is this not smooth? Like, I want something refreshing, something quenching, and it is not. It is too much of whatever it is. And it's just fucking water.
It's too much water. There's not enough. There's not enough alkaline in there.
I've had it.
I do some kind of hydration water packet that I get at the store, and I put in there.
I've bought what is it? It's not Smart Water, but it's like yeah.
So I've had a lot of different ones of those because my wife will go through spells where she drinks different ones of those, and I'm a waste not want not guy. I'll tell you a story about that in just a second. So when she runs out of her momentum on that whatever water run she was on, I would just drink it. If there's a bottle of water sitting around my house, I'll pick it up and drink it. I don't care. She will not. It has to go back in the fridge. Has to be cold. She will not. If it's been like she's got, no, she's picky about her water. But so last night I poured water packets in my water bottles, right? So last night I was making 2 different water bottles, 2 different flavors. I didn't focus. I poured both water packets in one water bottle. So I looked at it and go ahead. Well, I knew from biology or chemistry that it was going to be too saturated to absorb any more powder. Okay, kind of like Whitney Houston's nose. Sorry. But so I made another bottle of water. I poured both bottles of water in a bigger cup and shook them up and drank both waters mixed together.
Savage.
And she looked at me like I was crazy. She said, "You really going to just mix those and not just waste it, not just pour it down the drain?" I said, "No, waste not, want not." We're not just pouring flavored water down the drain. We'll drink it. There you go. I keep it all. I play for keeps.
Speaking of keeps, let's talk about some tagged players.
Keeps. Nice.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean,
There you go. Just for keeps.
is that what that is? Did not know that. Hims is, boner drugs.
I think I saw a commercial. Hims does something else too. They're not just in the boner game anymore. They might do hair stuff. Keeps. So keeps for him. If either one of you or both of you want to have a merger and hit us up. We had an email, right? the_pod@gmail.com. No shift _ no shift hyphen. So yeah, we can play for keeps. That would be a great segment coming into football season or whatever season you guys would want to start sponsoring us in. We play for keeps. Oh, these things right
well,
itself.
like it.
Like Mason is on it. He's the guy.
Yep.
I just give the companies ideas. Mason comes up with them.
And I tell you the companies that we don't give a shit about.
Sorry, Deer Park. You could sponsor me and Mason. Fucking money's money. You can sponsor me, Deer Park.
I don't know if they want to. You were talking about hunting deer and cats in the same sentence earlier.
Why do you think we get the Deer Park water? Because we go hunting the deer and they don't get to drink the water. So we have Deer Park water.
Yes. Like
I meant hunting like a cat.
You can't backtrack out of that now.
I meant
some cat walked across your fucking mock Energizer and you got pissed and started firing it with a BB gun. Smart. Let's see this guy.
what kid in 2024 do you think can control and shoot a bow and arrow at a cat successfully?
Well, you got to go to where Ewins
not
is
a
at.
Conversation. We're not
Somewhere east of Boone.
All right. I think we don't need to talk about killing cats.
We're not. You did.
I was just
There's a
hunting.
difference between hunting and killing.
Right. Well, you guys are giving a bow and arrow to the kids. You've taken it further.
It's like a catch and release program, man.
I don't think a bow and arrow is an effective catch and release method. Did you ever? Oh, never mind. You did.
Cat people are going to hate us, but that's fine because cat people are the worst.
Did you ever see Strays? Did you end up seeing Strays?
I have not watched it yet.
I was thinking about the rabbit scene when you said we did the cats in the hole.
I know I need to watch it.
You do.
The comedy is right on my level. I know it is.
Oh my god.
No, but lay it on us.
Nice. Way to go, Tank. Beautiful. Did he crush it and kill it, or is it still alive? He literally just wanted to play with it.
Look at the squirrels, George. I'm going to pet it and love it.
Like, was there any blood? Like, did he literally just catch it, not even harm it with his tooth? I mean, Tank might have wanted to play. Oh, yeah. I had one of those. Yeah. Sight to behold. He's a lover, not a fighter. Imagine the thoughts going through that squirrel's head as he's just bouncing in his dog's mouth. I'm going to die. Oh, cat. Hey, dog, go catch that one.
He'll be back.
So did he go chase after it after the squirrel dropped and ran? Did he follow it? Like, did he go to the tree and bark at it then, or Was he like, okay, friend, I'll see you later? Yeah. Yeah.
This is the squirrel tree. He waits long enough. There will be one.
He's like, you're gonna come back, bastards.
Oh, let's talk about a little bit of NFL news. We covered RIP Chris Mortensen
Yes.
and Jason Kelsey's officially retiring.
Yes. It's all you missed, Mason.
Did
It's
y'all
all you
see
missed.
the story with Kelsey? He had his what is it? His was it equipment manager who's battling cancer? He had him like wrap
Yeah.
his ankles one last time
Yeah.
for his retirement speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he wanted him to be a part of it right up to the end. Well, not the end of his career, not the end of not the end of the road.
It's
Yeah, sorry. Oh. All right. Let's talk about some tagged players. Michael Pittman is
Tag, you
the
ready?
first Colt to be tagged since Pat McAfee in
Yes.
2013.
And I don't know. Like, I mean, I was a McAfee fan. I don't know why they tagged. Like, I don't remember that far back. Of course, this is how much I don't pay attention in the offseason.
Well, why would you pay attention to a punter?
Well,
I mean, he's the best punter in the world, but
I mean, I had his jersey.
Yeah.
Like, I have a Colts jersey that's number 1 McAfee. Like, yeah, we sucked for a few years, and I wanted a jersey, so I got a McAfee jersey. I got a Vinatieri jersey too.
nice.
Yes.
The Panthers tag Brian Burns. Kind of saw that coming. Might end up being a tag and trade situation. Jags tag Josh Allen. Defensive Josh Allen, not offensive Buffalo Bills Josh Allen.
The Jags did not extend the tag to the Buffalo Bills quarterback. See, I feel like that needs more explanation than New York Football Giants.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway,
Antoine Winfield Jr. tagged by the Bucks. L'Jarius Sneed tagged by the Chiefs. Unfortunately, T. Higgins has been tagged by the Bengals. I was really hoping he would be a free agent and
yeah.
maybe get to come to Carolina.
Speaking of free agents,
Yo.
do the Panthers take a year?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we're not. Canellis has already said, however you say his last name, has already said that Russ is not an option. That is not what they
Why would you want a top 10 QB for under $2 million?
I mean, you got to build what you got, man. Dude, we're so far in on it. Like I
I understand.
it's like when we're upside down in this motherfucker.
I understand, but he is short, much like Bryce Young is.
I mean,
he's Mr. Unlimited.
Look, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Give Young some time to develop behind another short king.
Right.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But
similar styles.
the coach has already come out and said, which that's coach speak.
Right.
If there's other teams that are quarterback needy. Sorry.
Oh, he's not. No, Russ is going vet minimum.
Yeah.
The Broncos are paying him.
Yeah. Like, what is it? 85 million in dead cap space. I think they've got to cover 40 million of that.
No, it's 35 this year, 40 next.
Yeah. Okay.
And anything he makes from another team is deducted from what the Broncos have to pay him. So he can stick it to the Broncos and go sign for the vet minimum. And the Broncos have to pay him all that. If he goes and signs for 20, 30 million, the Broncos have to pay him less. And I feel like he should want to stick it to the Broncos. Right.
So I could easily see that working out in like maybe like the Raiders' favor. The Raiders need a quarterback.
Yeah.
They've got Devontae Adams.
And I would really stick it to Denver.
They could re-sign Jacobs. Like, having to pay the quarterback in the division, like, that's fucking great. Like, yeah.
When you're rebuilding and they're rebuilding faster than you.
Yeah. So,
yes.
Now the Broncos have they've given Russ permission to seek a trade. But either way, after the 13th, he's getting cut.
Yeah, no, I just take it. I'm gonna get cut. I ain't seek a trade. No. Why am I going to seek a trade so you can get any sort of compensation? No, I'm a vindictive person. Hey, Mason, can you tell me real quick, what is our time on your end?
Word. Well, we don't have a lot left to cover. Just cover these last.
We have no clock over here, so I just
So go ahead. He re-signed. I think he is re-signed to be their backup quarterback. I think he was a backup quarterback last year.
In Buffalo?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he was in Buffalo. He was in Pittsburgh last year.
Yeah.
But he's been in Buffalo before. I'm pretty sure, right?
He was in Chicago. Damn, bro, go south. Get warm.
Has he not played in Buffalo? I thought he did a season in Buffalo behind, and then went to Pittsburgh. And is he going back?
Going back to Buffalo. Going back to Buffalo. I mean, they might need to use that as their slogan. It's so great here. Mitch Trubisky came back. He's been to Pittsburgh where it's cold. He's been to Chicago where it's cold and windy, but he can't stay away from Buffalo. Buffalo, if you would like to sponsor the show, you can shoot us an email at the_pod@gmail.com.
I thought he had did a stint in Buffalo, upstate.
I mean, 6 for 8. That's not bad.
Not bad for a number 2 overall pick. The Bears did not mess that up. I think that's a solid strategy. I don't think that's what Chicago's going to do. I think they're going to move on from Fields and draft Caleb.
Oh, I mean, he comes from a system where their quarterback is quote unquote successful because of all the weapons he has.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
here's the thing.
Trade Fields, trade your number 1 overall pick, take one of the other game manager quarterbacks, kid from Michigan, kid from Washington, take one of them with a lower pick and get you even more bang for your buck, or go out, like we said, get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Or you trade your picks, you trade Justin Fields.
Yeah.
You bank some picks next year, you get some weapons this year.
Yeah.
And get Kirk, Russell, or one of the other quarterbacks who's going to be available.
Yeah.
Veteran quarterbacks.
Baker. Gotcha. Sure. You temp it out. Hey, now temp it out.
All right, so let's go into the players that we do.
Then what do they do next year? I thought we was going somewhere with that.
Oh, next year, then you draft a quarterback.
I don't know if there was like a quarterback coming out next year that you were like, and then draft. Boom.
Nah, I don't.
Like, I've been on the LeBron James Jr. bus for 2 years. I didn't know if you had a guy.
You know how to keep up with college football.
That's why I was. If you listen back, you'll hear the excitement. I was, yeah. Okay.
Here's the thing: you get like Russ or Kirk, you've got 2 years.
Like,
you got 2 or 3 years.
I was ready, man. I was hyping you up. And then for you to be like, and then you draft.
You just built. Look, they just stacked picks.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out great for the Celtics, right?
It did.
Did not work out for Philly. Trust the process. But they can get I think they can get the money from Chicago in a few years because they'll have to pay a rookie quarterback. Or maybe somebody releases a quarterback and you only got to pay him the vet minimum while they pay him $40 million like Russell.
And here's the thing. We're talking about the Bears.
That's true.
They're not going to do the smart thing with it.
All right. So they're going to.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. You mean patience? You mean patience? What? What?
Wow. There you go. Well, look, let's hit these free agents real quick and let's get out of here. We got Saquon. He's not getting tagged. We already talked about Wilson getting let go of the 13th. I think Calvin Ridley's going to be a free agent. We know Derrick Henry is. And I guess, is the tag period over, or can they still tag?
No, the tag period is over.
So we've got Pollard scheduled to be a free agent, Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift, AJ Dillon, Kareem Hunt, and Jamal Adams got let go by the Seahawks
Yeah.
after giving up. Well, they gave up a lot to the Jets to get him, right?
They at least gave up
Yeah.
a first rounder, which put that in perspective, as you will. I'm not even going to do it anymore to you.
So it's going to be one of those years, a lot of old faces, new places.
Oh.
I didn't screw that up.
You got it right. Way to
I
be.
did,
Way
right.
to be.
I'll screw it up next season, though. Let's
There's still time. Reasonably.
Yeah. Old face, old place. I saw that.
Don't you love? It's called the circle of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That team in Washington that still sucks.
No, the Wizards.
You mean the city? It's just the city. don't
Washington can't keep a name. So other signings, we got Dalton Schultz, more tight end news, signed a 3-year, $36 million deal to stay in Houston.
worry. Yeah.
I think it's smart. Like, they need to keep everything they have in Houston
Yeah.
and just add to it.
Yeah. I mean, they kept both OC and DC, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't think they've lost anybody. So,
Hmm.
and then Mike Evans re-signed with the Bucks, which he said he was wanting to go play with an elite quarterback. So
what does he know? Is Baker elite for him? Like,
I mean, Baker had a decent season. Started every game last year. Yeah.
He had a great
I think he was it 26 touchdowns, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Like,
yeah.
Baker was
pretty
did
good.
everything he needed to do last season.
So do you think? I mean, Evans has to know who's coming or who they're going to try and get.
Well, I thought I even heard like it was one of those interviews near the Super Bowl. Like Baker got caught saying,
Oh yeah,
like,
this
off,
to Steve Young.
off
Yeah.
mic, yeah. He was coming back. I did see that the Patriots, because I think he had worked with whoever the offensive coordinator is going to be in, or who the new offensive coordinator in New England
Okay, I don't know. who
worked
that
with
is.
Baker in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
But I think Baker just needs to stay in Tampa and build on what he's building on. I mean,
Why would
that's
you
probably
go
the best
away
bet.
from the warm weather if you're going to go to a shitty team in New England or stay on a mediocre to shitty team in Tampa? At least
Yeah.
enjoy the weather while you're bad.
And stay in that division. That division's terrible, and it's not getting any better.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
I mean,
Well, I don't know.
Atlanta's probably going to get a quarterback, one of these quarterbacks.
I've heard the rumor of Kirk.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
honestly, I've heard Atlanta's been linked to every quarterback. I've
That's
heard
true.
Justin Fields. I've
Yeah,
heard Kirk.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard Russ. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard Justin Fields because he's from the Atlanta area.
And I've heard Kirk because his wife is from the A, as they say it.
So I don't know. Definitely interesting year coming up. I can't wait. But first, let's get through this UFL season.
Yeah. We all got to make declarations and picks.
Yeah, we should do reach out to some guys this weekend, see if they want to do a UFL fantasy league. There's got to be there has to be. If not, man, we'll go old school paper style like they did in the 70s.
I'm out. I was going to say, we did picks paper style. No, I'm out.
Oh, there's at least got to be a daily league for it.
Yeah. Don't forget, Monday at noon, you can bet legally in the great state of North Carolina. If you use promo code SHIFT-, you won't get anything, but maybe they'll get the point and they'll sponsor us later.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the show. Mace, you got anything? Word.
Hey, maybe next week or at some point as an aside, maybe you can do it when y'all do the movie podcast. I think it was Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Yep. I knew I was, yep.
Yep. We'll be talking about Ghostbusters.
Maybe before or after. Have Mason do his soccer
Ooh.
discussion. Well, see, the part of the greatness of the show last week was our soccer segment.
Yeah.
And it got cut.
Everything.
It was well into it.
Dude, I think we got 11 minutes of just us talking bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we got us talking sports.
Yeah. So to answer last week's podcast title, no, we did not talk sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just gonna say like Sunday, maybe sit down and because I know the Premier League plays on Sunday, right? So maybe you give a quick rundown of matches that happened, Sunday morning, and then where the standings are and what that means for different shit, like kind of the basics that you explained last week with our questions. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
Do a good hit piece for us.
Yep.
If you get if you get the opportunity, I mean, things happen, things come up. If you got to get in, get out, I understand.
All right. Word.
Ooh.
Speaking of getting in, getting out, I got to get out of here. I got to get to bed. All right. Follow us on X at __pod.
Shift-_ on the first underscore.
Facebook at the __ podcast.
Again, that is shift- on the first underscore.
And follow us on YouTube at the _ podcast.
No shift hyphen.
And listen wherever you download podcasts on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube Music, and iHeartRadio. Peace.
We out.
Wow.
Hold on one second.